at 6, several local fire and law enforcement agencies joined the Oregon National Guard today for a hazardous materials drill. Crews practice for several scenarios, including an illegal drug lab with potentially toxic substances. The local crews say this type of training is essential in keeping people safe and supporting various investigations.
Skills practice to sample for hazardous materials that we might find in either residences or on commercial occupancies, and the safest ways to collect them and to preserve evidence for law enforcement should they need them in the future.
Fire crews also learn to practice hazard mitigation, field analysis, and how to operate specialized equipment. The regional hazmat teams respond to a various number of incidents involving spills or chemical leaks of fuel and other substances. In 2022, the regional hazmat teams responded to 26 cases across the state.